When I'm not podcasting, back on the air. Thanks for joining me. How the rich and famous stole OnlyFans from sex workers. Yes, the likes of Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, well, not Beyonce, but others that have decided to go and Bella Thorne. Those rich and famous people that they have nothing else better to do during the pandemic than decide to go ahead and show their goods, or maybe not show much of their goods, for a high price on OnlyFans. Just recently, I was just reading about how Cardi B got an $800 tip on OnlyFans. Again, celebrity, star power. Did you get anything for the $800 really? Anything at all? Maybe just a little bit of attention? Was that enough to get an $800 tip? Really? Just saying. So as we know, what's really brought the light of OnlyFans into the praises of celebrities and major influencers because they need some cash, right? Because they're not able to go out overseas and go all these different wonderful exotic locales because they have nothing else better to do. So they just show their goods in front of their webcam and try to get some people to buy, whether it's pictures or videos or whatnot. Now, as we know, Megan Thee Stallion brought out the song Savage, the remix, and which was already a mega hit, already in a viral TikTok dance routine. But then when Beyonce came into the rap and we heard the lines, hips tick-tock when I dance, on Demon Time, she might start an OnlyFans. Demon Time referring to the now infamous virtual strip club on Instagram, and OnlyFans, the membership site that made its name as a lucrative platform to sell new videos and pictures. OnlyFans got a 15% jump in visitors, bringing millions of new potential customers to a site that already had more than 7 million registered users, many of them sex workers. Well, not all of them, but for the most popular of the top percentage of OnlyFans performers, they are sex workers. You would imagine. So now, 2016 is when they first got it on. It had premium content, workout videos, music, recipes directly to their fans. But then you started seeing people started selling nudes, making tens of thousands a month doing it, with an initial 20% fee on earnings and 80% going straight to creators. OnlyFans offers sex workers much better rates than most other sites, and it paid them in 7 days. Then it offered a different, more personal business model. The most lucrative content was the most explicit, but the most creative. And so, then, as always, like corporatization or money coming into a site, things change. So what happens? Celebrities start making their way in. Now we have OnlyFans that's gotten up to 24 million registered users. The likes of Cardi B, Black China, Tana Mongeau, Bella Thorne set up accounts, drawing attention for content that had nothing to do with sex. Increasingly, people who were already well-known signed up to discover exclusive content from music to shout-outs, behind-the-scenes photographs, and other things. There you go. As sex workers that have been on there for a couple of years, that there was an immediate noticeable cost. Now, Abby, a 21-year-old Scottish sex worker who has been on there on OnlyFans, she says, quote, celebrities already have such a big platform outside of OnlyFans, so when they do come to OnlyFans, they move to the top. They take those spots away from hardworking sex workers who earned that spot and probably worked up from nothing. So the site's reaction did not give influencers confidence, and Abby says the treatment of sex workers has changed too. Now, administrators take weeks to reply to emails. She once had 5,000 likes disappear from her page for no reason. And other sex workers on OnlyFans told the NewStatesman.com in this story that sometimes they lose their pages lose engagement with no discernible reason, which they worry could be costing them real money. The influx from celebrities for whom sex work is a hobby is seen not only as financially troubling for those who rely on OnlyFans for a living, but also demeaning. When Caroline Calloway bragged on Twitter that she expected to make an annual salary of $250,000 from OnlyFans subscribers, we talked about that in a previous episode, sex workers flooded her into her mentions, explaining that drop-ins by celebrities degrade sex workers who want their labor seen as valid. But with each new celebrity arrival, despite attempts to make their voices heard, sex workers' voices are being quickly drowned out. Calloway's was just a taste of the serious disruption that was on the horizon. Bella Thorne said she would start selling nudes on OnlyFans for $200 a pop. We already know about the one where she got people to go and buy a pay-per-view for $200, I think it was, right? But again, no nudes, was clothed pictures of Thorne in skimpy lingerie. Yep. They have many other stories in here they talk about as well. They say also that several of the OnlyFans sex workers that they spoke to in this article They mentioned a similar site called Admire Me, a subscription-based service that is entirely dedicated to sex workers. They say that while they had better support and communication, lower user numbers and higher fees led them to spend more time on OnlyFans. Now many of them regret the decision to put some of themselves into one network. So now OnlyFans says they want to try to change this. They said they want to talk about the musicians, podcasters, drag acts, comedians using the site. It only takes a click on any of these posts to see the comments are mostly filled by sex workers promoting their OnlyFans pages. And when you join the site, the suggested accounts are predominantly sex workers. Now, OnlyFans spokesperson talked to the New Statesman and said, OnlyFans, quote, has been a uniquely diverse platform. Musicians, models, fitness influencers, makeup artists, celebrities, comedians, athletes, adult entertainment stars, and notice they put them last. Adult entertainment stars and more are all active on OnlyFans as both a primary and secondary source of income. OnlyFans has clearly become the platform of choice of creators from a wider range of industries and locations, and we're proud of the diversity which exists on our platform. I don't know. They're not worried about the cash grab, but what they could really be getting. They decided to do this route, which is pretty shitty. And then, as because of the Bella Thorne thing, now you have where paid posts can only make a certain amount. They limit the amount that you can offer. I think it's now $50. Plus, payments are now doled out every 30 days, as opposed to every week. So that's what all changed. Vast majority of payments are now changed. Maximum price has been changed as well. That's what's going on. At this moment, they have 63 million users, 850,000 creators globally. Sex workers are strongly incentivized to stay on a website that is exploding in popularity. But the pivot away from the work to a subscription model for celebrities suggests to many sex workers that their role in making OnlyFans a success is being diminished. One of the sex workers named Odelia says, quote, because our job is viewed as easy, people assume we aren't entitled to an opinion. It's upsetting to know that someone like Bella Thorne can make millions almost instantly without the dangers we face, without really putting in the work or understanding what we go through. It's a shame. You know, another good platform goes to shit because celebrities can come in and do whatever the hell they want. They can't put their own site out. They can't go somewhere else or like, you know, why isn't there a Quibi for celebrities to do that kind of stuff? Like, why doesn't Quibi do something like that? Just saying. It is a shame to see this go on like this. It's sad. I don't like it happening. I feel bad for the sex workers, honestly. I wish they didn't have their spot. So my question is, you know, for those of you debaucherous kind of guys that don't have a strip club to go support your sex workers out there. You know, help who you can in this time of need. However you want to help out. I'm going to leave it right there. Thanks for talking to me, or listening in rather, and I'll talk to you next time. Yeah, like that.